Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? Grab your coffee. Okay, plenty of it because you're going to need it, because you are literally going to say, what in the hell did I just listen to? Oh yeah. So, Newsom, okay, from California, and LA Mayor Karen Bass. They knew what was going to happen before it even happened with the fires. Yeah, I said it. The real reason Karen Bass was busy in Ghana, Africa, is because she was obtaining a contract to integrate more Africans into California. Never mind the fact that Karen Bass just confessed that she is completely detached from her own job, that she just does what she's told by the DNC, and that she has no thoughts of her own. What are you, a robot? Karen, come on. Nonetheless, Karen is wholly responsible for the lack of the fire preparation of LA just last month, because that's the job. Take a listen to everything that has been said.
A lot of the houses though, so like they were out of, like their yards were out of code. Like nobody gave them. This is like a long time like waiting to happen. It was just like a take your time moment.
They really had no idea this fire was like a possibility.
Of course they did. But the thing is, there's nothing they can do. But red flag warnings, like it's a big indication of fires.
Yeah.
So of course they did.
So what was the initial response when this all happened? Like, because the mayor wasn't in town.
First of all, she wasn't just out there like partying it up with Bad Bunny. You know what I mean? Like, so she was out there like doing work.
And what was she doing?
So right now, Ghana's trying to establish a consulate in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
One big plan of hers is to integrate like African countries to get consulates out here, and that's like a big like strategic goal of the office.
So that reservoir, we took it out of service because there was a tear like on the floating cover.
How long was the reservoir empty?
It's like a year. Let's say we had like a little bit of notice. You can't slam fill the reservoir.
It's just, I guess, like people ask questions like, oh, like could it have been different if there was water in the reservoir? You know.
I don't think it would have made that big of an impact because of the fact that you lost so many homes.
So you guys had a training?
So it's the Water Emergency Command Center. It was something that I was ignoring like earlier this year. They're like, oh, here's your training. Like,
I'm in the mayor's office of international.
Right. Okay.
We're like the social welfare. So I'm not in like the homeless section, which I'm kind of interested in. So we deal with like all the consulates in the area. We deal with any foreign delegations that come into Los Angeles that want to do like any sort of bilateral agreements or just kind of like make business easier between the residents here that are from there or any like potential opportunities. We meet with our deputy. Well, right now we don't have one, but usually when we do have one, we meet with her once or twice a week, like the whole team, and we have a round table and we talk about what we're working on. It's cool and it's fun.
They really had no idea this fire was like a possibility.
Of course they did. But the thing is, there's nothing they can do. But red flag warnings, like it's a big indication of fires.
Yeah.
So of course they did.
How was that today with the fires and helping people?
It was okay. It's just crazy, like seeing these, because these people, like they've literally like they've lost everything. Like people are like literally breaking down into tears while we're like just trying to sign them out and like get them like the service that they need.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just really bad.
Victims from Palisades or everybody?
Everybody.
Palisades, everybody.
But the other thing too.
No, I don't. Yeah.
Like with this fire, like a lot of the houses there, so like they were out of, like their yards were out of code.
Out of what?
Out of code. Like nobody gave them. I don't know. Like this is like a long time like waiting to happen. It was just like a ticking time bomb. But like the houses like they're supposed to be like a certain amount of feet apart too.
Yeah. Yeah.
It just wasn't built the way it should have been.
So what was the initial response when this all happened? Like, because the mayor wasn't in town.
So here's the thing.
There's just been so much conflicting information.
Right. So here's it. So we're trying to. First of all, she wasn't just out there like partying it up with Bad Bunny. You know what I mean? Like, so she was out there like doing work. And
What was she doing?
so right now, Ghana's trying to establish a consulate in Los Angeles. One big plan of hers is to integrate like African countries to get consulates out here, and it's not like they're charity cases. Like we're not using city funds to do this. And also like this is like mutually beneficial. So like it benefits both our economy and theirs.
Yeah.
So that's what that's like a big like strategic goal of the office.
Do you think that like prioritizing like minorities and stuff is a priority of the mayor's office? Like,
I mean, in general, yes. Trump turned the water back on through the military. Like, I mean, that was on the news, but
yeah.
so like
Do you
people
think
believe
that was
that
funny?
shit. I didn't think it was funny. I thought it was dumb.
It was dumb
Yeah.
that he's giving us water.
No.
Do you think that's real?
It's not real. All I know is there's a lot of misinformation coming out from TikTok.
But normally, I'm a project manager for on the water side. So it's funny enough because the same people that are my bosses are still the same people, or the people that I work with are the same people that I'm working with in this emergency role.
Yeah.
There's like a bunch of legal holes, but I'm basically like running around just making sure that people got what they need. So I'm setting up like, let's see, like 5 locations. I'm setting up like 4 more to distribute water.
Distribute water.
Drinking water. Yeah, that's fine. That's what I do all day.
Do people work from home all the time or just
Oh no, like a couple days out of the week. Well, no, actually 3 days out of the week.
like everybody's just kind of like what happened?
So that reservoir, we took it out of service because there was a tear like on the floating cover, which is like I don't know, it's like $1 billion or so because of that floating cover to repair or something like that. But then the cover's rated for like 25 years.
How long was the reservoir empty?
It's like a year. Also, even though like let's say we had like a little bit of notice, you can't slam fill the reservoir. You can't just like, oh, we got water.
It's just, I guess, like people ask questions like, oh, like could it have been different if there was water in the reservoir?
I don't think it would have made that big of an impact because of the fact that you lost so many homes.
Oh, is there not enough water? Like, what's the
Oh, there's enough water.
There is enough water?
I have more than enough water.
Like, could they have been more prepared?
Kind of, but because it's a continual thing. But it's like the winds hit pretty hard this year.
Yeah.
We weren't expecting this.
Obviously, you think it could have helped if there was water in the fire hydrants.
They were also breaking our equipment.
I mean, yeah, I think everyone's just like, okay, we need more water. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, but
I don't know, so I guess
we live in
that-
a desert. It's all right here.
I saw that, the fire hydrants, there's no water coming out of it, bro. Why?
Well, I mean, the governor decided not to do the reservoir and shit.
They didn't have water in the hydrants.
No, they didn't. No.
Why?
We've been here since the 10th. It's pretty bad. It is bad. The situation it's horrible.
So it's the Water Emergency Command Center, and it's incident command system structure, which it's something like it was something that I was ignoring like earlier this year. They're like, oh, here's your training, like. Right? I was like, yeah, thanks. Did you do it? No, boss. All right, cool, yeah.
Oh, so you guys had a training?
Yeah. So and I got a reminder, even though like I'm a supervisor and told that all right, on top of everything else I'm doing, I got to do this. So like I gave it like the college trials, like, oh, this is super dry because a robot voice is reading this to me. So I'm like, all right. Yeah, like I tried doing it. I was like, I'm gonna just print it out. I'm gonna try doing the test at the end so I can just do it. I was like, no, it didn't work, right? But then after getting thrown into it and seeing like what it is in real time, it's like, oh, now all this makes sense. So I went back and did all of them.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Were
after
you
the
guys
fact.
required to do that type of stuff?
Yeah,